Welcome back, everyone. If you own an automobile, car, truck, motorcycle, RV, ATV, boat, eventually you will be out shopping for a metal polish, some type of metal polish. And a quality one will have three key factors: a way to clean and restore chemically, mechanically, and then an agent to protect. The first factor, the chemical agent, will be doing most of the cleaning. It will also have abrasives to do a mechanical restoration. So you will be using tiny abrasive scratching to remove some rust, oxidation, bonded contaminants. And then finally, you will need some type of an agent to protect afterwards because you're doing micro marring to do correcting on the metal. You will need to protect afterwards or it's quickly going to oxidize again. So I'm going to show you a product that does all three of those, and I use it every time I have to go over or protect and restore chrome, aluminum, brass, absolutely any precious metal, either on your automobile or beyond. So let's take a look at Angelwax Alchemy. Angelwax Alchemy comes in a 150 gram tin for 27, 28 bucks, depending on where you find it. It is more of a solid or harder cream than it is a liquid. This has the key three factors that you need to look for in a metal polish to chemically, mechanically clean and restore, and also protect, brighten, and rejuvenate metal on any surface you're looking to, either on vehicles or beyond. I will be doing a short demonstration on chrome and stainless steel today, but it also works well on aluminum, brass, and also copper. Now, chrome is a decorative metal, so you don't want to use this type of a polish if you don't have to on this type of surface. This here happens to have some etching and staining from hard water spots and other things. So first I'm going to try it by hand. And if it doesn't work by hand, I'll get a little bit more aggressive with a tiny wool pad on a small pneumatical rotary. I definitely stay away from steel wool. It doesn't matter what grade it is when I'm polishing metal. Unless it's aluminum that's pitted, coated with something, I really try and stay away from that kind of abrasives. It already has enough abrasives in the chemical by itself. And when I do it by hand, I'll just grab a microfiber application pad, put some on there, and work it with that. If that doesn't do the trick, I'll grab my little rotary here and go to town. When I do it this way, I'm not going to just dunk the wool pad into the chemical. I'll spread it out with a microfiber application pad, spread it out evenly on the surface, and then I will gently go over the area with the rotary and just polish to perfection. Whatever method you choose, whatever metal you're working on, either decorative or aluminum, stainless steel, brass or copper, you definitely want a product like this that adds protection afterwards. If you don't have a product like that, you definitely want to do some sort of an IP wipe and then add a sealant. A metal sealant is definitely something you want to add to fight away corrosion in the future. And I always bring you in close, like I am here, to see the product at work. And when you're applying and removing, the product isn't quite as laborious as some metal polishes. Really user-friendly. The etching is gone. It's back to a brilliant, smooth shine. After working the product to achieve whatever goal you're looking for on chrome, brass, stainless steel, or even, most importantly, aluminum, removal of the residue is effortless compared to other products out there, and especially some of the products back in the day. It used to be a real chore to remove some of that residue. And that's it. This wheel is actually finished in just a short time I was talking, and we're going to bring you in close. It looks fantastic. We'll jump to the rear of the car, work on some stainless steel, the exhaust tips. You can, again, do it by hand or some type of attachment for a drill or maybe a pad for a pneumatic polisher. Here I'm going to use this attachment for the drill. I'll put a link down below. This works well. And we're going to ream the inside of the exhaust tip, and then I'll do the outside by hand. You don't need a huge jar because a little bit of the product will go a long way. I'll just put a few little dabs on the outside of the tool, prime it a little bit, and then we'll get started. You don't have to go out and buy a machine or an attachment. The Alchemy is effective enough to use by hand. And once again, removal of residue, and it doesn't matter what metal you're working on, is quite effortless. And by the way, this happens to be the end of the line with microfiber towels. When I use them for removal of residue for this stuff, it goes straight into the trash can. You definitely don't want to use them on any type of surface on an automobile again, because those fibers are embedded now with little bits of metal and oxidation. And that's it. In no time at all, these 4 tips are restored, shiny, and protected. Okay, gang, occasionally I will have to go beyond the polish. Just take, for instance, if I'm restoring aluminum wheels on an 18-wheeler, I will do a little bit of wet sanding first and then jump to a good quality polish such as this. So I'm going to go ahead, put a link down below for the Angelwax Alchemy and the other stuff we used today. If you have any questions at all, don't hesitate. Brian from Apex Detail. Catch you in the next video.